Washington here in the fifth leads 9-7. Orlandini serving. Orlandini approaches, hits it over. Dug up. Hard time. The ball hit over by Adolfo. That's dug up. They go at the net, and the ball is just pushed out by Hawaii, and they're in deep trouble now. Hawaii's in deep trouble, 10-7. Higgins will come into the game for Adolfo.
An overpass should have been an easy put down or back off and run a play, but that was a very difficult play. Tough break for Hawaii there.
Orlandini serving. Hartong Uiato. Ball is put over by Hagen. Pancake dig by Orlandini. And that ball is hit out by Hagen.
It was a good tip shot, I thought, but Orlandini was there. She seems to be everywhere.
It is now 11-7. And Washington can see the light. And Hawaii just doesn't seem to have the weaponry right now to compete with Washington. Washington seems to be controlling all facets. At the net, deep serving, hitting the ball back, not only blocking. And Hawaii has been forced into very predictable attack zones.
Remember, Hawaii has been behind like this in the fifth game before. Against Pacific, I believe, behind a good number, and they came back. So they have it in them to do it. They have that heart. They can dig down. The problem is it's really tough to do it in this place against this particular giant team. I'll tell you, they've really been picking on Emily Hartong as a receiver. Emily's gotten better and better as the match has gone on. She's really put up some really good passes the last 4 or 5. Hawaii's had a chance to run the middle and just hasn't converted. Higgins is going to stay in, I guess. Dave showed you want to see a little more power, I think. Higgins tipped on her first one, almost had it down, but then here comes Orlandini. Here's the total points scored for the night. Is this an even match or what?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Thanks to our crap Chiron guy, Steve Jackson back there adding all the points up. 102 to 102. Wow.
Orlandini to serve again. Hawaii having a very difficult time in handling Orlandini. She will serve again. 11 serving 7. Hartong Uiato. Here's Croson. That's off the block. Point Hawaii. So it's 11-8. Hawaii is running out of time. Running out of points. Croson still remains a possibility. She catches fire. Look out. Maeda serving. Long.
A little too much adrenaline. Adrenaline kicks in at the very beginning of the match, and very often it kicks in toward the end of a match. And Hawaii's had that happen with Nelly Pali and Maeda the last couple times they've served.
12-8. Serving will be Beals. Here's Croson.
Who's there? Munoz again. Wade was there.
And it seems that Hawaii suffers from predictability now. They are up against it. Beal serving for Washington. Here's Croson off the block. Croson continues what she does. And Hawaii, if they're down to only Croson, that's too much to ask at this point.
Croson's in the back row now, so it'll be up to Hartong. Croson with 20 kills, Hartong with 28.
9 serving 13. The ball is dug up by Van Sant. Put over by Munoz. And that ball is hit for a point by Emily Hartong. And that went off Van Sant.
Hartong turns around and says, let's go now. Jim McLaughlin will have none of it. He's going to take a timeout.
Oh, he doesn't want any momentum to start percolating on the other side of the net. So Hawaii, 22 matches in a row.
Good pass by Hartong. Nice set by Uiato, and Hartong just rips it as hard as she can past Wade.
Let's go down to Ryan.
Thanks, Jim. Well, during that timeout, head coach Dave Shoji telling everybody, keep your heads up. At one point in time, a lot of players looking down on the ground. Head coach Dave Shoji saying, we are not out of this yet, encouraging everybody to step it up. Right now, they're trying to figure out the blocking situation right now. They may be bringing in a sub for blocking purposes, but they're trying to figure out how much substitutions they have left because they've been using a considerable amount, especially for a serving specialist. He's continuing to figure it out. We'll see what happens coming out of this timeout. Back to you guys.
Hawaii certainly backed up to the wall here. A high-stakes game in which they were yanked from the comfortability of their home court to go on the road. And in the Seattle Times this morning, and even with Coach McLaughlin yesterday, they agreed that Hawaii is a titan in volleyball and should have hosted. But that means little now. Croson will serve. Hawaii must play literally mistake-free. That's dug up by Orlandini. Munoz. Longo there. They go to Emily Hartong, and Hartong is able to get the ball by Strickland, the small blocker.
And credit Croson for coming up with a big serve after the timeout, and credit Hartong for hitting a ball through two blockers when the whole gym knew where the ball was going. It was going to go to Hartong.
Hawaii has cut the deficit to 2. Another big serve by Croson. That ball is dug up by Wade. Here's Munoz. Did she hit it out? No, they say it went off the block. They say it went off the block, and this is match point.
Well, Hawaii was down 3 in set number 4 and came back. No reason why they can't come back from down 3 in set number 5. See the touch, Uiato's right hand right there. Yep, she gets just a piece of it.
Serving will be Strickland for the match. Ball dug up by Maeda. Uiato. And that's blocked. Off the hit by Emily Hartong. And the Hawaii season comes to an end.
How fitting it would end with the Washington block, the best blocking team in the country. They came up with a big block there. And how sad for the Hawaii girls who played so hard with so much heart tonight and so much courage to come up just a little short.
They had one swing at it in the 4th. I mean, they played their hearts out. There is no doubt that when they came here, that's what it was going to take. And they almost did it. Congratulations to Washington. On their home court, they survived Hawaii, and they will go to the round of 16. Well, there you see the story of a tremendous clash between two very good college volleyball teams, number 5 and number 8. And in the 5th game, it was 15-11, Washington. Dave Shoji had a plan, and it almost worked. It almost worked. Let's take a look at the players of this game. Emily Hartong had 30 kills. She hit 264 and 14 digs. And she, in just receiving
She passed a lot of balls tonight.
She really did. And Kylan Munoz for the Washington Huskies, She had 15 kills, 9 blocks, and she hit 289. It was the block again by Washington. I like the way Hawaii played, but in the end, they seem to run out of the way that they can really spread out the offense and put a lot of pressure on Washington. They seem to be pushed into the corners. They seem to be very predictable in the end.
Yeah, I would agree. It was really tough because in that 15-point game, you want to go to the people who brought you there to that fifth game, and that's Croson and Hartong. But every once in a while, you've got to mix in the others to get a little diversity, keep the block a little bit off guard. But that block is so good, even if you tried to fool them, they'd still be good. 17 blocks on the night for Washington, only 5 for Hawaii. So a tremendous effort. And if that's the difference between the number 5 and number 8 teams in the country, 4 points, then it's a pretty tight top 10, wouldn't you say?
It would. It would. And even when you look at what happened to other teams tonight, the defending national champion, UCLA, dispatched on their home floor. So Hawaii has to be proud of what they did this year. Another terrific year for the Rainbow Wahine. One senior will graduate, and Dave Shoji next year will bring back a senior-laden team that will be better than the one that we saw tonight. So stay tuned now for the post-match report from Seattle. Jim Leahy along with Chris McLaughlin. Thanks for watching, everybody.